did my hair and my
I did my hair, toss, check my nails, whatever, however that goes. And we're live.
Top that will fit me now that I put on 35 pounds.
Where'd you put those 35 pounds at? That would be
look like an egg.
That would be the baubles, right? That's the baubles.
Sure. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go with it. No, that's where we're gonna go with it.
Anyway, we
this
are
is
live.
Water, because God knows.
I got my water. I got some water right here too. And so,
although I need Ativan for my panic attack, so I may.
Now that we're live, I'm going to tell you that the reason why that there isn't anybody here is because I had it scheduled for tomorrow night, and I had to edit it and change it. So that the whole time it's been up, it's been saying that it was going to be tomorrow night, but they'll come.
Well, really because
you
told Nady Pie and them and.
You wouldn't see that because what's written on the picture is not what I had the date set at in StreamYard for the live.
Oh, good. So maybe there's nobody here. All right.
There's nobody here. Let's see. There's one person here.
Well, I'm trying to hit that comments thing.
I don't know who it is, but there is one nice person watching, and sooner or later the rest of them will come. So.
It's only on private chat. I can't see comments. So whatever.
There's Holly and there's Harry. Good afternoon, evening. I know this is not my normal time frame for coming on, but I conjured.
It was your decision. It was your decision.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
I would have gone earlier, but you wanted me to not go when somebody else was live. Hi, Amy.
Somebody else had a live.
We also have Happy Cowgirl Thrifter, my friend Amy. So,
what the heck of honey Google do I got to do to see people?
Do you see the StreamYard comment on your right-hand side? There should be a.
It says private chat or comments, sign up free and log in. Chat with the host and other guests, send.
You guys bear with us because Lissa is learning this, and everybody will bear with you.
Virgin.
That's all right. I mean, how many people sat there when I accidentally went out and was freaking out and thought I had to make another live, and Tracy and somebody else were actually in my live with me. And they're all like having a grand old time, and I'm freaking out thinking I have to make another live. And Tommy was walking me through it through Instagram or something. I don't know. It was a big mess, but
well, the best I can do is on my phone.
You can do that too. I've done that many times.
So
I've done that. I have done that many, many, many times. So, and Harry is telling Holly hi, and I guess I could do this. We could do. Miss Shoppa Hollies was the first one here. Mr. Humstone, Harry.
See, I'll just put it on mute.
Miss Shoppa Hollies was the first one here.
You got to feel your way out, eh?
So I have begged.
No bad jokes.
There's Miss Gina. Hey. So I have begged and pleaded and poked and prodded and done everything short of sending drugs and alcohol to get Lissa to come on live. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I see where that's going.
Lissa,
what?
Want to tell everybody where you're from and what you're about? Wink, wink.
I'd like to be able to see a chat so I can see if I'm getting snarfied.
Why are you worried about? I got all of these people that are in our chat are moderated, and if somebody's saying something snarky, they're gonna take care of it. Because
I see Gina, and I see Harry, and I see Holly, and I see Jennifer Hayes. Okay.
So do you think that any of those wonderful people, hi Jennifer, are going to let anybody do any snarky stuff? Because they're not. So you don't need to worry about that. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from, Lissa?
I'm from Canton, Ohio, most unfortunately. I currently live about a mile away from the Football Hall of Fame, and I don't give a rat's ass about that.
That's not what we practiced.
Okay. We practiced about how I started. Are you trying to flip me out?
No, you're supposed to say that, and then you're supposed to say, "What about you, Noel? What do you know about?" Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Lissa,
you did that wrong.
Lissa, tell us what you do, what you know about. Tell us what you know most about.
I mostly know about jewelry, but I grew up in the wonderful valley of pottery, glass, and Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is Pacific Northwest, and I will arm wrestle you over that one.
He's in Northeast, Southeast Ohio, and I know this for a fact. We'll talk about 1990 some other time.
1990. That's like my kids' childhood. So, and what's next? We're gonna walk.
Well,
she's gonna say, Noel,
always been my
Noel,
thing.
where are you from, and what do you know?
Noel, where are you from, and what all do you know? In case nobody in the room knows who you are, and just happened to drop in accidentally, tripping while drunk and going to the bathroom.
Well, Lissa, thanks for asking. Sorry, you guys.
Yup. So where are you from? What do you do? How did this happen?
I'm from Southwest Washington State, and I'll tell you what I know. I know scavenging, and I know shit because I was raised on a dairy farm. So there you have it.
Moose splat.
I know a lot of shit about a lot of stuff.
So do I.
And I have fallen in it many times because I'll tell you what. Sometimes
I've been cow tipping. I know. I'm not too proud. I've been cow tipping.
Did any cow tipping, but I'll tell you what. When you're walking through the mud and the muck, and it comes up to the top of your boots almost, and you pull your foot out, you pull your foot up, and your foot comes out of the boot. You have two choices. You either fall in it, or you're completely covered, or you put your foot down in it. Most people fall.
Most people
will fall because they're busy thinking about what should I do. I don't want to put my foot in that shit. And before you know it, face first. So the answer to that question is just put your foot down because it's easier to wash your foot off than it is to wash your whole body off.
All right. So you came up with this grand plan that we're going to try to adhere to. Onward.
Yes. So the plan is hopefully going onward on Wednesday nights, if that works. What we are going to do is come on, and if it's an hour, it's an hour. If it's 2 hours, whatever, and we will have some topic that one of us at least knows a little bit about to talk about. And tonight, our topic is glass, because that is something that Lissa knows a lot about, and I know enough to get myself in trouble with and buy the shit. I mean, the stuff, the treasures.
And you chose the topic. I didn't have any argument. I didn't.
So,
I mean, I grew up in the land of pottery and glass, but in 2008, the market really crashed, but it is coming back. It is coming back now. And that's where you and I have talked, that you've shown things, and I'm like, yeah, the market's coming back now with a new generation.
I bet. How long's it been since you lived on the farm, Scotty? Here, I'll do that. Do you know Scotty, Lissa, from Antiques and Profits? He's one of our Canada friends.
Canada friends.
Canada.
Canada, eh? Arcanetta A.
Yes, Amy. So we're going to try to be on Wednesday nights. We're going to try it every Wednesday night. It'll be Lissa and I am, and sooner or later we will invite a special guest, especially if it's something that maybe it's not a topic that we're both super knowledgeable about, but we know somebody else that is.
Tools,
So
fishing and tools. The two things. I always wanted a boyfriend. I wanted to meet a guy who knew that, and I was like, oh, we will be bomb. You know that. I mean, fishing and tools.
Gotcha on both of those. Scotty, you were born in 1970 and lived there until I was 16. So you're 3 years younger than me. Scotty is. I'm
35.
I turned 1 in May. We were at that point in time living on a farm in Jefferson, Oregon. I was actually born in Corvallis, Oregon, because my dad ran the dairy for Oregon State University while he was getting his master's degree. Anyway, my parents had the opportunity to buy this place. I think my mom wanted to strangle my dad because there was no running water and there was an outhouse and half the house was blackberries. So I turned 1 in May. We kind of sort of moved in here in September. And my mom was pregnant with my youngest brother, the fifth one of us, and she was really sick. So my brother and I were just talking about this the other day. He said we spent a lot of time at my grandmother's house while things were getting fixed up here. But I do remember that my mom saying that we had hot and cold running water in the barn before it was in the house. Anyway, so one thing that I want to bring up for a lot of people is research and learning, and you can use Google Lens to find just about anything most of the time. But something that Lissa has that I am also have accumulated a lot of, it was a tobacco farm, but our neighbor down the road had cows. Oh yeah. Hi, Marie. How are you?
Don't mind me that I'm moving, looking for that.
You're fine. Anyway, so Lissa has a large, extensive library, and I have been accumulating because, as you guys all know, my favorite thing to buy is ephemera and books, and Marie can attest to that. She's been there for that one. Anyway, so anytime I see any kind of, and I don't know, I have 2 shelves of this that are full of books that I got for 10 cents a piece at an estate sale 2 weekends ago. And then I probably have enough to fill the rest of the 4 shelves on here in my storage that I need to get out. I saw that crying babies went. Oh, the crying babies are gone. They went home. Are they coming back tomorrow morning? Because if not, you need to be at my house at 9 a.m. Just saying. Oops. Rob, how's it going? I do love my paper. I do.
Glass.
Rob, thrifty lobster is Rob. Anyway, so I was lucky enough, and we're not just, you're going to find stuff in these books that you will never find online, ever.
Oh yeah.
You're never going to find it. And I mean, I got collecting books for everything.
Well, I told you, keep those books, don't sell them. They're invaluable. They're absolutely invaluable. These are mine.
And one of the books that I got when I was unpacking them a little bit ago that I am super duper excited about, you guys. And if you don't know, I know we're talking glass. I'm just showing you this. Railroadiana. Railroad. Oh, baby. I saw this and I was just like.
No, you know what, Noel? I'm just going to interject since you showed that. Long ago and far away in my early days of eBay, so it was the late 90s, I had found something at a crap auction where they just sell box loads for $2, $3, $4. And I knew it was just silver plated, and it was a little thing. And I'm like, oh, well, this is a toothpick thing. And it was just silver plated, and it was Union Pacific. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll just throw this up. Thing went for $212. And then I asked the person, I'm like, oh my God, what is this? It just looks like, and he goes, it's a master car, only one per dining car master toothpick, and that they were so extremely rare. And I'm like, son of a biscuit. So, but
Tony
I paid
Romo,
like $1 for the box.
Do we know who Tony Romo's turnovers is? Because I'm thinking that you can just.
I don't know that name. I've never seen that name.
Anybody? Tony is.
I'm thinking it just might be. Thank you, Gina. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it might be.
They're gone. They're gone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
They're just gone. See?
Tony Roma's was a good pizza place.
Tony Roma's was a steak place.
Oh, around here it was a pizza place in the 70s.
We never went anywhere. I was busy working on the farm in the 70s. What's wrong with you? I timed out, Gina.
Rich people did.
Oh man. How did I time out Gina?
You timed out Gina. Oh, Marie.
Oh man, she's gonna kick my ass, my ever-loving butt.
It wasn't on purpose. We all know.
I can't untime her either, can I?
Oh, check it out. Michael Beanflip, he's back. I got extra masks. Well, that's fine. I can go get mine.
I got extra clicks, Michael Beanflip.
If we're going to get a troll, that is sincerely probably the most gentle troll BS that we can have.
I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
Click her name.
Thank you, Marie, for being on top of things. And
I can't find her name anywhere because I freaking timed. I'm going to try. Hang on, you guys. See? This is how you learn. It's not anything to be. Okay, Gina came in up here because. No, I'm gonna. This is how you do this. Do I click her name? Hang on, Marie. Let me go back down here to the bottom. Do I click her name where I timed her out?
Yeah, to undo her. Yeah.
It's not letting me do anything.
Because I've accidentally did that with somebody once, and I felt so bad.
Marie, in StreamYard or in... Wait a minute. We're going to have some music. Hold on. That weaponry that's being used in comparison is completely different. The amount of defense.
Well, while you're figuring that out, I want to take a gander at something. I know we've got people that are, spending their evening, which we graciously appreciate.
Well, I've tried clicking her name in StreamYard, and I've tried clicking her name in... Okay, I tried clicking her name in StreamYard, and
heavens almighty,
I'm gonna mute.
I swear I was prepared. I really was. I think letting him in here to move stuff might have foobarred me, because I had one book that I wanted first and forefront. Spice Melange. Thank you, Shopaholic. Like, really? And Marie's on the phone with Noel. So we're giving this a try. I mean, this is a first for everybody involved, and we appreciate everyone that has come. And she was the one that decided about glass. I mean, I know glass. This here is an honest to goodness aperitif. Believe it or not, you'd pay money for this on your formal dining. God gotta love Cambridge and Fostoria and the world in the 1920s and 30s. Unmute, Noel.
Okay, Gina, you'll be back shortly. I'm sorry. And you know I love you, and I know you Instagrammed me. So there we are. All right. Hi, Mike. How are you? And I do look like Kathy Bates. Thank you very much. Bye.
Wow,
you don't want to know
nothing over here, but you look like Kathy Bates.
I could bring you don't want to know the misery I could bring about Jeff.
Oh my God. You look like Kathy Bates. Well,
I love Kathy Bates.
I can only imagine what they'd say about me.
Well, just wait. I'm sure they'll be back.
Oh, I went to Hoover High School with a bunch of rich people. I've
only had trolls twice. And one of them, if I could have reached out and grabbed them, I would have, because they said something about a 7-year-old.
Well, then, Noel, do you feel special that I brought trolls?
I do. I don't. You didn't bring the trolls.
Well, no, well, now you start the party.
I love the fact that they have nothing else to do, that they feel so obliged to come on and give me some watch time.
Normally, I'm the one beating up trolls. Whack a troll is my game. But
whack a troll. All right. So, what we have talked about doing is once a week having a show. Let's talk about. So this week it's let's talk about glass. So we are going to show you some things, and if you guys have some questions, and if you know more about what we're showing you, feel free to comment that we're wrong, because guess what? That's what this community is about. And there are a lot of companies that started with a mold, sold a mold to another company, and another company took them over. So you may have three companies that made this exact mold, but that does not mean that this is a Fenton or or
this is one of those.
So and that's, and some of us know that, and some of us don't. Putting Patty on your booting for the next month. I love you, Gina. And I'm glad, if I had to have chosen anybody that happened to, I'm glad it was you.
The next month?
Because I know you understand.
Oh, what a hoot. Oh, thank you, Gina. That was worth it.
Oh, I love you.
Like the toilet paper commercial in the early 80s where the kids were getting the beating and they were patting themselves. Yeah. See, that happened nowadays. I think of it wasn't Charmin. I think it was one of the others, but it's for real.
Charmin was Mr. What's his name with this?
Yeah, Whipple. Don't
Whipple.
Use the Charmin.
All right. Show me what you want to. Lissa's going to show us a few things, and we're going to talk about some stuff, and then I'll show a few things. So we both have a collection of a lot of different things. If that makes any sense. And then if anybody has any questions or, put comments, whatever. This is a sharing, learning. Hi, Annette.
It's a
How are you?
Girl.
Hello, two lovely ladies. I'll be in and out. Oh, yeah. And then Mike Newsom, I can help out sometime in the chat if you want to do. Oh, absolutely. And guess what, Mike? I found the cast iron book. Absolutely. We would love that. Mike, are you?
All I know about cast iron is your usual, Griswold and those basic, kill somebody skillets.
Marie, you be quiet. Here's what I know. Kathy Bates took a cast iron frying pan and whacked the shit out of her husband in a movie. So that's what I know about. I'm just joking.
Gina, you got accidentally spanked. All right. Let's try to be for reals, man. Just even kind of. Tawanda.
Oh, that's hilarious. Boy, that jumped up. Miss Katie Reeds is here. Hi, Katie. Tawanda. Anybody that? Yep. Somebody break out the saran wrap. Oh heavens!
That's not saran wrap. That is my nemesis.
That's from fried green tomatoes. That's from fried green tomatoes. And just so that you know, I'm older and I have more insurance.
Yes, and I have used that line with a weird eyebrow from the Little Punks. But anyways.
All right, so we have. You missed out on all the fun so far, Katie. All right. So, what do you got to show us first? What would you like to enlighten us with first?
When you and I were discussing this, it was trying to figure out, do we start, from Once Upon a Time, or things you're going to find in the wild, or, what the heck?
Okay, let's ask our lovely audience. Do you guys want to see some rare stuff, or do you want to see some stuff that you're going to walk by every day? 1 for rare, 2 for every day.
1 for rare, 2 for every day. Okay.
By the way, I was late on it, but if you follow me on Instagram, I did get my sandwich of the day put up. Just saying.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I just put it up a little while ago. So we have
both rare.
We're even. Oh no, we got 3 for rare, 4 for rare.
Annie?
Yeah.
So
Gina's asking about milk glass making a comeback. Strangely, I think it is, but only certain styles. Because that's surprising to me.
But you can put a piece of paper in.
I have enough everyday glass things.
No, but I drew on the piece of paper I want to put in here.
There's more paper down in there. There's all kinds of paper in the store. You know that. Look at all the paper.
There's I'll get on this.
All right, rare. I have enough everyday glass things. Well, you're welcome, Marie.
All right. Says every newbie ever. Okay. Well.
All right, let's go with rare.
You want to go with rare?
Yep, that's what it looks like. And is that true? Milk glass making a huge comeback.
Yeah.
Is it true? Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, not all the pieces.
I find bizarre.
And from what Tim from over the years was saying, that, and he's having a pop-up auction. He might have had it. It's either today or tomorrow. That's only going to be milk glass. Tim from over the years. If you guys aren't following him, I'll see if I can get his. While my lovely co-host here shows you her item, I will get Tim's link and put it in the description.
Well, rare is going to be subjective depending on where you live, what you get to see and whatever. I did bring something that I love incredibly. And this is that's nice, my finger. The reason it has a chain on it, it was an ornament. This is a beveled Victorian. It's a cameo glass in a way. And a lot of Victorian, gosh darn things, a lot of Victorian glass things like this, these eggs, which you would have on your table, they later on turned into ornaments and such. And that's what happened with this. But they are extremely hard to find because they'll have the ruby flashing, which is real gold, the ruby flashing. but the detail is so incredible. And that's the difference between the ones you'll find that, gosh, TJ Maxx produced some of them in the 80s. It's just not as intricate. Like this, you've got in each one of these swooshies, you've got probably 60 different little cuts. I mean, it is meticulous. And I just love this. This is something out of my own personal collection. So there's that as far as rare, because you might see this in cobalt or the ruby, but there's a good chance that it's modern. But it's, look at how intricate the cutting is. Look at how deep the glass is. Like, if you look at this, it looks really, really deep, but it's cloudy. So, and this is heavy. And a lot of those Italian reproduction ones, they just don't weigh gosh darn nothing. So, and then eat me do.
Hi,
Ella. Noel, I gotta plug this in a second here.
All
it
right.
says battery low, and gosh knows we don't want to screwy thingies up. Bear with me, everybody. This is the first time I've used this laptop, like, for reals. Okay. All right. Okay, so other things that are pretty kind of rare, but you might have a gosh darn good chance of finding out in the wild. This is a favorite of mine, since we all know the name Fenton. This is Vasa Marina. And this is a really desirable Fenton pattern. It was in the 50s, and the better swirl of green and pink, the better. And the larger pieces you've got, the even better. But now you've got to realize you need to recognize Fenton on its design. This fluted top is classic. The fluted top is classic because until the 70s, they really didn't mark them. They would have paper stickers. And it wasn't until the 80s that Fenton started embossing on the body, which, by the way, can be hard to find. So there's even times you need to realize you need to look inside to see if it's embossed Fenton, and it'll usually have an 8. It'll be Fenton with an 8 next to it.
Inside, somewhere inside it?
On the side. Yeah. Most of the 80s Fenton, then they started doing along the side here, but some is on the bottom and some is actually inside.
That one on the bottom has an awesome swirl pattern.
What?
On the bottom of it, the swirl pattern.
Oh, I love this. This is mine. I've had this for like 30 years.
And we'll start the bidding at 25 cents.
No. Really hard to come by the Vasa Marina. And there's actually another color of the Vasa Marina. And it has, you can't tell on this, but it has a metallic in it that maybe you kind of there, you can see it. It has a metallic in it. So it's a lot like the Italian, which that's the other thing I was going to show. A lot of like the Murano glass, if anybody's familiar with that. Aqua Girl, ha ha ha, quarter.
guys, everybody can hear what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay, well, so things that you really should look for that are becoming a lot harder to find. And I get excited. I get excited if I see them, and it's hard not to leap across the room and, you know, brutalize somebody. But I'm sure that some of you have probably seen this. You know, glass is something that's been around since thousands of years ago. I should have got my Roman glass ring. And it's just, we all just go, ooh, shiny, gotta have it.
Well, some of us do. There are some people that don't like glass, and that's all right. That's all right. More
All
for
right.
us.
You and books.
More for us.
Okay.
All right.
But like this, and it's got its original sticker on it. And this is a Venetian 1950s handmade art. This is called Latticino. And once you recognize this pattern, everybody take a good look. Latticino is extremely desirable and gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. And that is the pinnacle of 1950s Venetian art glass. And here's another one that's also Latticino.
What do you think that last piece? Hey, Lissa, what do you think that last piece? Mike wants to know what you think that last piece, the piece of Fenton glass, is worth.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
It depends on the size. It depends on the market, but they're becoming more in popularity again. They were huge before the crash in 08, but these are becoming more and more scarce. And even this size, which I would say is probably a 4.5, is still going to be 60 to 80 on the right market. But if you get one of the big 10-inch vases, holy moly. And the pink and green, by the way, is the most popular. There is a blue and green, but the pink and green is the most popular and hardest.
Which color is the most rare?
The pink and green.
The pink and green.
That's the most desirable.
So it's absolutely the most sought after one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, I love that thing. You're not pulling it out of my grip.
I told one of my friends the other night. I don't know if he's watching. They may be watching in the background. But Lee and his wife Christine, he lives in Alabama, and he sent me this thing. It's a Tupperware measuring cup, and it's not super. It's vintage. And he goes, look at the price that these things go for. And I go, yeah, I know. I have one. Try to rip that out of my dead cold hands, and I'll come back alive and haunt you.
You must be talking about my pancake batter bowl.
No, that's not. I have about 20 of those.
Values on each piece. Well, okay, Aqua Girl.
That's Annette. Aqua Girl's name is Annette.
Oh, that's right. You know, I'm gosh darn awful with names. It doesn't mean
Miss Murphy. Hello.
Okay. Yeah, Michelle Lathan, Latticino, Aventuro, Murano. I need to learn Italian. Yeah, because any Italian, vintage Italian, I couldn't reach storage to get the Italian clowns that I have, but I've got a ton of them. And those are...
I'll be your Italian clown.
Yeah, okay.
They can't put a price on me. I'm priceless. Just saying.
All right, but guys, anything. If you see one of these gold stickers, because it's almost always gold and red. They're almost always gold and red. They say Murano. You're looking at a 1950s, early 60s piece. Get it. I mean, if it's within a reasonable price, because people covet these to no end. If they have a sticker on them, this one, an egg isn't all that fancy, but it is Latticino. This would be probably 30 to 45, if not more, depending on if you got people that, because of the color. Pink is a really desirable color.
Pink is really big right now, and you hear a lot of people talking about how pink is really big. And real quick, we got Dante, we got Mo.
Christopher Prophet. Hi.
We
I
got
see.
Dante. We got Mo and Miss Murphy picking for a living. But
I wish the colors would show up so much more true because it really is just gorgeous.
Text mom.
It's like bubble gum.
You could bring me my Twilight movies and my horror.
you're gonna go see her tomorrow, right? Or Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Grandma's doing stuff. Right. So, and I guess I can stick with kind of maybe a Fenton kind of idea, and then we'll go to the everybody and their mother bought the molds and redid them. Okay, this is something that you guys can find out in the wild that has had a resurgence.
Hi, Cameron.
Are we okay?
I just was telling Cameron. Cameron is lurking.
Cameron, don't be freaking me out lurking. All right. A lot of you, I wish I could figure out my lighting, but
all right.
Bear with me. This is custard glass, which I think Noel has maybe discussed before.
Cheers.
Yes. It's kind of a milky yellow. And now this is Fenton, and this is called a fairy light. And these are extremely collectible. It doesn't matter what the design is, whatever. Fairy lights, Fenton. There's a bunch of crazy people that just love these. They love them.
Cameron got one of those, didn't you, Cameron? He's showing it on his haul, and he's got it upside down, and he's like, I don't know what the heck this is. And I'm like, oh, my God. And so, of course, I texted him to tell him right away what it was, and he sold it pretty quick, too, if I believe correctly.
Well, these have always been my favorite, even before they were like super popular. I mean, I bought these when I was in high school, even. I just loved them because they're just so beautiful. And they're in the 70s. They have great artists, and some people collect just the artists because the pieces will be signed. Let's see if I can do that. In the inside of the fairy lights, they will always be signed on the inside. You can see that
if they're hand painted.
Yeah, if they're hand painted, the lamps, the fairy lights, whatever. If you see any of them with the pine trees, the forest, houses, red birds, flowers, grab that Fenton and don't let it out of your sight. Comp it. There's probably going to be, there's going to definitely be a name. So you can look up the name, and sometimes you can't read them. But if it's cheap enough, holy Creole. I mean, like this fairy lamp, these are going back in popularity. This is 1979. And this was during the time period that they did a lot of these, and I love it. And they also did the student lamps. Oh, you find those student lamps, you're talking $400 or $500 for the painted lamps, and especially like the red birds. But any of these, the woodland scenes with the deer, you find these, it can be $40 to $75 just for this little lamp. And honestly, you can find these at thrift stores still to this day for, $5, $6, $7, depending on where you live. And, sometimes the artists can make it even more valuable depending on who they are. And you can go online and look at the artists. They will give like a rundown of when the different people worked at different times. So there's that. Noel, your turn.
My turn. I was trying to find the link for your channel, but
do they all glow?
I'm coming up at a loss. So anyway, so let's go with the I've shown this when I found it. No, it's not a bomb.
The Viking.
You could let's switch up over here.
Okay.
So this is, and let's see if I can get it right without having to look it up. See the 3 feet, the 3 feet. First off, this is the color is called Amberina. And if you can see, and if I can get it close enough, you can see how it has the clear. It almost looks like a flame. And this one, I believe, is 28 inches tall, which is a fairly large
really
one.
Nice sized one.
And you can see, let's see how well I can do this for you. Can you see how
you got
it
your
says
Viking sticker? Yep.
And then it has the 3 feet, which so makes this a tri-foil Amberina swung glass vase, because it is stretched and swung. And this has actually got another name to Epic. Is that right? I think that's what it is, Epic. That's part of the name of this.
Yeah,
I have this listed.
They were made for cattails and stupid stuff.
Calla lilies, that kind of stuff. And then what?
Read what Cameron wrote. Read what Cameron wrote, being a silly snarf.
Hang on.
But I'll address Annette's. Remember, you made me go get mine.
You could have said for your title, bring your ass to watch and talk about glass. Learn as you live.
Well, then should I show the Vaseline that I brought? That they have a chance to find?
I've seen some glow like neon. Don't know if it's for the same thing. All right.
Do you want to explain the uranium salts? There you go.
This is custard glass. So that fairy lamp, and this is a souvenir piece. That fairy lamp. I turned my lights off to see if I could get a good glow for you. And I went out to get my black light out of my car. Bastard stole it. I mean, the robber stole it too. So there you go.
Delish. Gotta love that. Now I don't know if many people understand why some of them glow. It's because when the glass was being made, they used uranium salts. And that's why you have that glow. And yes, those are more desirable. And it can be kind of innocuous when you see pieces. Anytime you see a yellow or green piece, you have to get one of these. It's just a little black light that I haven't touched in years.
I literally just had it in my own.
But you take
these. They come in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah. And you take it and you with you and you're like, okay, if it glows like this, that's uranium salts. And those are extremely collectible. And a lot of the depression glass is. And that's what Noel has sold recently. Hi,
Julian is here. I keep this light in my car.
Don't be licking those.
But my car got robbed last week. And apparently when I went out to get this out of my car, the dude took that. But the reservation police are on it. I left my debit cards open for 3 days, just hoping the idiot would use them. And guess what he did? We know exactly what ATM he used, where he used it, what time it was. Busted.
Okay, Mike Newsom wants to know if we carry a light around with us to sales.
I just said that.
This, it's so small, and I think I might have paid not even $20. Small,
Lissa.
Well, this one is
small.
Well, this one also is a torch too.
Put your disco shit away from Saturday Night Fever, and let's update you to the 2020s. This is small. This is not any bigger than my hand. It goes in your pocket. The last thing you want.
We want to see the size of my purse. This is small.
The last thing you want when you're digging through shit, and you can ask Cameron this, how I process an estate sale, as a fucking bag hanging around your neck or your waist or somewhere. If I can't fit it in my pockets, I don't take it in. This goes in one pocket with my keys, my debit card, my cash, and my phone, aka my magnification glass and my loot go in my other pocket.
Oh, well, Cameron's got one smaller than all of us. Does he really want to brag about having something smaller
Let's
than
just
everybody?
go there. Let's just go there. That's what she said, Cameron.
Yeah, I was going to do it, but I thought I'd just serve that
Well,
up to you.
Gonna have to fit in with the guys. If this is, hey, Danielle and Jen, how are you guys, gals, girls? Come on down.
Teach it, Noel.
Well, I'm just playing right back with you. You know I love you, Cameron.
Well, you want me to throw up a little bit of something else?
Let's do one. Let me do one more thing.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show it. And I already know what it is, but I'm gonna show it, and Lissa is going to talk about it.
Oh, really? So you're surprising me out of nowhere?
No, you told me exactly what this was in the hall when I showed it. This is black. This is
amethyst.
Purple, black amethyst. I believe this is Fenton. No, yeah, this is Fenton. And it
that
just
one
like
should be Fenton.
Just
it
like
could
her
be LG Wright, but I think it's Fenton.
No, it's Fenton. Yeah. Just like her fairy lamp. Now, there's different ways to date Fenton. You see that this has let's go this way. See that this not only does this have a sticker on it, which is cool, but it also has the writing on it. So it's also pressed in there. That's
now see, it doesn't have the 8. It doesn't have the 8, Noel. So that says that is 60s or 70s with that sticker. Right. And I know that form, and that's 70s.
And so then this is the signature of the artist who hand painted this. Now, I don't know if I can get a good, I might be able to. So even though
the color is beautiful.
Yeah. And so because of the time of night, but you can see really in my picture when I posted this, I know how I can do this. In my picture, when I took pictures of this, when I listed it, I literally went outside and I held this thing up to the sun. Let's see if I can get it for you guys to see it. I don't think so. It's not going to show. You really have to
tell them it looks black, but you hold it up to the light and it's beautiful purple.
Yeah, it's so dark that unless you have, Dren can tell you how to tell if this is a black amethyst because I have taught him. So anyway, this is listed. It has been listed for a little bit. That's okay. Not everything sells right away. I have several. Black amethyst glass is harder to find than the other stuff. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I walked past this piece about 8 times before there was so much to look at this sale. It's the same sale that I got all the Furbies and stuff out at.
Marie says you're slightly glitchy.
I'm always glitchy, Marie.
And apparently Mike Newsom is going to the wrong estate sales.
And what I'm literally gonna have to save this to my playlist. I'm so bad at glass. That's okay, Jen. That's what I'm not the be all end all know all of it. Lissa knows way more than a lot of us.
Well, I want to share something that's super, super great for I don't know anything. Oh, okay.
Marie, hang on a second. The kids are not on the internet, and even if they were, I'm on my laptop that is through my wireless, through my phone. It has 5G on it. Okay? Just K. I can't use my internet to stream through, or there would be just a glitch. How much would you list that for, Noel? Well, Holly, hang on just a second, and I'll tell you what I got it listed for. I'll look it up. And Carlene is here. Hi, Carlene. So let me look that up for you real quick, Holly. And I'll tell you. But go ahead, Lissa.
Cameron, those covered chicken glass things, they're hen on nests. There's also cat on nest, believe it or not.
Rooster on nest, deer on nest, dog on nest.
And if you've got a slag glass, which is a swirl of different colors, like purple and white or an orange and white, the purple and white's the most desirable.
I think
especially with imperial glass.
I think Tim I know, Marie. Am I bad? Because if I'm bad, I can go out and come back in. You guys tell me. I think Tim had over the years had a blue and white swirled. I don't think it was a hen. I can't remember.
Cameron's asking for help. You got a white one, but so it's just solid white. What's the mark? Does it have an IG? Send
Lissa an Instagram. Send me a picture on Instagram, and I'll send it to Lissa if you don't have her already. Cameron,
send me a photograph. It's boring and just white. Well, it depends. Does it have a nice frilly basket around it? You know, it more than likely is imperial glass from the 60s. And there are people that collect those. I just sold one of the slag. Slag is what you want to look for. Look that up. Everybody who's listening, look up slag imperial glass. You'll find it in caramel colors, purple, oranges, and it can be overlooked when you're just, running through a garage sale or an estate sale. And there are people that are just crazy about collecting it. I mean, it is beautiful. It called?
Slag what?
Slag glass. Imperial slag glass. IMPERIAL. And slag, SLAG.
Okay, hang on a second here.
But don't underestimate, Cameron. I mean, any of them, somebody's going to want. Yeah, I saw you sent something, Cameron. But I ain't touching my phone. I'll be afraid. Yeah, see, there's examples. See, you're good with this, Noel. I don't know none of this. I got 160 for my rooster on nest purple slag about 3 months ago. I paid 15 for it at an estate sale. And I sat on it. People are going to lowball you, and I'm like, nope, I know what I got. I'm going to wait.
Let's see what they have in here for solds. Thank God I don't have any porn I was looking at on the side there.
Good glory, golly gosh.
I'm just joking there. Everybody's always teasing Tommy about that.
Thanks for coming, Jen. Have a good night with your dog. Be safe.
Have fun. Okay, here's some that have sold. Now, these guys obviously took best offers, but look at that.
I won't take best offer.
This is just a replacement lid.
The lid.
But let's look at this. Boy, that guy's pretty. Imperial, we'll look at him in a minute. Squirrel! So this is slag glass.
So totally me.
Squirrel. And look this doesn't just have, at first glance, it looks like it's just red or a burgundy and white. But look, do you see the blue in the tail?
Yeah.
And they're blue up here. This honestly, whoever, and this is just my opinion, and I don't know if I can show you, but right on the tail, right? Why isn't it allowing me to show you this? Right here on the tail, it's either got a chip. It's definitely got a chip. Do you see it? Am I still there? Okay.
Yeah, you're still here, but I can't see.
1, 2,
But you
3.
gotta look very closely.
Yeah. All right. So now my squirrelness wants me to go back to that rooster we just
Cameron,
saw.
rooster, and well, Cameron, the one thing I've got to say is look and see if you have an IG on it.
Look at that.
It'll be on the inside of your dish. Like you take the lid off and you look down, it would be the IG is in the inside.
Let's see if they show it here, right there. See that, Cameron? You're muted. You're muted, Lissa.
Me? Why? How? I don't know. I haven't touched nothing.
That was weird.
I ain't touched nothing.
No, you're fine. I know what it is.
Okay.
It's me. Just saying. Okay, Cameron, can you see that IG in there? In the center of this one? It's a big G.
Pull it up for people.
Huh?
Pull it up to show people that, I mean, because
I have it
so easily overlooked.
I have it blown up as big as I can get it. What more do you want me to do? See it right there?
On my screen, it just shows the two chicken replacement lids.
Okay, I know why. Hang on. That was weird. That was really weird. Okay.
Lots of stuff.
My bad. My bad. Hang on a second. Somehow when I went to Chrome tab, I want to do that. All right. Can you see that now? No, you can't.
Aha. No, that's a good picture.
Okay. Can you see that now?
See it. Yeah, the IG like that. That's a good picture of it.
Okay. And
so everybody take a gander at that because that's what you'll see.
Look at this guy.
That's exactly what I sold for $160, but mine had a little more white in it.
Do you see the price?
Yeah, but that's what their asking price is. Let's go with who sold what.
But let's also look at this free standard shipping.
I charge shipping.
Okay, I'm gonna give this gal a pass because she only has 72, so she's new.
Yeah,
but she's got a gorgeous piece. That guy is gorgeous. I will say
they're more pretty with more white in them, but yeah.
Can you guys not see when it's not sharing like it should be?
Annette, yes. She said, is Imperial Glass always signed?
Okay, yes. Look at this.
Right there. That is a fabulous mark. You guys all look at that. That is the Imperial Glass mark. You're going to find, sometimes they have paper stickers, like the Fenton.
This one? Yeah.
You're going to find that glass mark is going to be somewhere either on the inside or the top of the lid inside or on the bottom.
This looks like it might be on the bottom on the inside because this one is on the inside of the top of the head. This one is so. All right.
And there's a huge collector market for Imperial. There always has been. That's something that never died off. But Slag is the premier pieces you want to get. Premier. The swirly pieces, you see anything swirly, grab it and run.
Cameron, yours is white. Cameron, yours is white milk glass.
Don't mind me yelling at Noel. It's the only time I get to. There you go, Marie.
Is she yelling at me? Oh,
Yes.
Robert. What's she? I'm missing it all. Hang on a second here. Somebody came in. Where did I miss it? Not showing. Still no, Noel. That's all right. Robert. Hi, Robert. Okay. Let's go back here. Can you guys see the two white hens on the nest? Cameron, is that like what you have now? Camelus, I like swirly.
Let's hope he means glass.
We're hoping that you're a real person, Camelus, because in about 10 seconds, you're going to make, I don't know you, and I'd like to know you if you're a nice person, but if you're not, then I'll excuse you from the room. Hey, Danica, what's going on? Oh, okay, Marie. So, Cameron, is this like what you have? These
I think
ones
that's
right
my
here?
housemate.
Camelus.
I don't know. It might be because that's actually one of his game names. I don't know. It can be iffy. Strike it down the first weird thing.
We'll see. So anyway, let's go to this. Okay. Now I have to go back over here. All right. I'm waiting for Cameron to answer me back. Hi, Carol. How are you? So,
hey, butterfly assholes.
Do you see, Cameron, all the different kinds? And these are all, this is Imperial. Let's see the difference in it. This is Indiana. This one right here is Imperial. He's not answering. Yep. Camelus says yep, so it must be your housemate. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Hop into laughter. Good sign. It's either that or tears. You know me, but you know me. I'm going to list it for $25. All right. Sounds like a plan. So there you go. Look at this one. This is interesting. It's got a white head.
Yeah, some of them that are more unique like that, people are like, ooh, and they put them all on their window ledge. I don't get it.
I'm sorry, I just have to say that's butt ugly.
Hey, ours is not to judge. Ours is to sell and make others happy.
Well, I would definitely pick it up. Don't think that I wouldn't.
I would too, but yeah, I don't care much for that.
But just because I wouldn't pick it up doesn't mean that I have to like it.
Well, you got Gina going, do they sell because of nostalgia? Don't kill me, but I think they're god-awful ugly. Well,
Score Gina. One for Gina and I.
Our job is not to question why we make somebody happy by bringing it into their world,
I told you
but
guys,
to take their money and enjoy it.
Look like water. Just kidding, it's water. All right.
I wish mine wasn't.
I still need to look up Jesus. Just bear with me, you guys.
Point I make a comment on that.
Bear with me. So this guy is
childhood. Right, Cameron? As long as they're paying us. Oh, Cameron's with me on that. Oh, Noel, that the only way that could be worse is if it was in the avocado green.
You don't like this?
I couldn't see it.
So do you guys know what this pattern is called? Anybody in the chat? Mike, you be quiet because I know you know.
What about me? What about me? What about me?
We know you know. If you don't know, we're all in trouble. Anybody see these little nail?
Looks like an awful lot of people do know.
Oh, Ms. Murphy knows.
Look,
Gina.
Looks like everybody knows pretty much.
Well, Michelle knows. Michelle, you should know. You've been around a while. It's called hobnail. Now, I can't remember, was it Mike or Holly? One of the two of you guys asked if white milk glass was really big right now. The white milk glass hobnail is really big right now, and you will also find the white milk glass hobnail, and you'll see it, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Lissa, tinted almost in a blue, a light blue.
That's the opalescent hobnail.
Yes.
And that is extremely popular.
I mean, if you see this in milk glass, and then if you can take those milk glass pieces and hold them up to the light and you see a ring of almost orange around it, that's called a ring of fire. And you want to get those. And it's not the ring of fire that you get after you eat the habanero peppers. Just putting that out there. Is Elizabeth in here too? Hey, Elizabeth, and Reseller Central, and JT, the cap guy. Hi, you guys. If I missed you, scream at me in the chat. I'm not trying to ignore you. Thank you guys, everybody, for coming in. What are you laughing about? What did I do now? There is a pink and blue and green pastel milk glass. And yes, exactly, Annette. Exactly.
This house is that.
I don't know what are you fetching, Lissa?
I was trying to find my opalescent hobnail vase. And for the love of Lords, I can't. This house is not that big.
You missed my ring of fire comment.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, because there are certain pieces of the milk glass hobnail and other pieces, especially the opalescent, that if you hold up, you will see a ring of fire in them. And I told them, what I told them was, it's not the same ring of fire that they're going to see should they be eating habaneros. Arthritic people glass to hold aid bumps. Anyway, so
Bobby said Lissa's not on the porch. Well, hello, and no, I'm not. Although I want to be, but that's for other reasons.
He's right here.
No, well, I wanted to show. What are you doing?
I'm getting my next item ready. You go ahead. You do what you need to do. You do.
I want to show people, because I think the worst, most confusing thing as far as glass is clear glass. The crap all looks the same. It's clear glass.
I got a good one for you that we've been trying to figure it out. I'm going to show. I could show that, and I'll show that after you show yours. Show yours first, Lissa.
Okay. Well, one thing after an entire lifetime of doing this that I've come to realize, if you really don't know diddly squat about clear glass, and you're like, well, that looks kind of interesting, but it's not marked, which is, just because something's not marked does not mean it's not fabulous. You need to know that. But here is something that I'm telling everybody in the chat. There is no way this isn't valuable if you ever see it. So witness this. See the curve of these feet in this clear glass.
Now is that lead crystal, cut glass lead crystal? Yeah.
Yeah. I paid $2 for it at a sale. But when I saw the feet, you got to know that, I mean, without knowing all the different brands and whatever, if you see those particular kind of feet, gosh darn it, hangnail I bit.
So bite it again.
It's not so very pretty. But you see those curled feet, those are something. There's no mark on the bottom. sometimes you'll get lucky and there might be, around here or whatever, but it's pretty rare, especially with these lead crystal pieces. But if you see those feet, learn that, because as far as the area of me growing up in, glass, a lot of those feet would be Steuben, which is very valuable. Type it in your, and take a gander right now. Steuben does that a lot, but then you've also got a lot of European ones. Anything with those curved feet is money.
Steuben, Steuben.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Steuben glass. Okay, I just
we have a lot of it around here. Rich people,
Holly, I wanted to let you know that piece of Fenton, the black glass. It's a 9.5 inch covered candy dish, and I have it listed for 50. It's on sale right now for $55, which is about right where it should be.
Bobby, I don't get what you're saying.
What?
Bobby was people in glass houses should not throw stones. Oh,
hey,
baby,
Bobby,
I ain't gonna.
we all have a window that can be broken, so let's just be nice in the chat, okay? Thank you. We're not picking on anybody.
Danica never saw me before.
Danica, well, because you've never. The only channel that we know of that you've been on is Bobby and with Bobby.
Yeah.
So she hides out in the dark, but she comes on and chit chats with us. So
I don't do day walkers.
Fox does a good cut. Crystal looks Euro just as beautiful.
Hi, Carl.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. So what you said, let's see. Share.
What would tell you if it's good crystal or not? Mike Newsom has a question about if you've seen a vase minus the feet. Okay, what would tell you it's good crystal or not? One thing to look at when you're trying to deduce if it's decent, you got to learn the quality, and it's pretty obvious. You feel it. It's obscenely heavy, not just a piece of glass like your kitchen. And look at how intricate your cutting is. Like on here, you're cutting how it's even. It's very meticulously even. It's not haphazard, because a lot of these, the BS from China will have just a couple slashes. This is your real stuff from Europe. Your cuts are done evenly. And then look at how thick this is. Let's see if I didn't know I needed my measuring, but look, that's a good 1/4 inch plus in thickness. And the ones that they make, China or whatever that they're doing now, I have never found one that is anywhere near this thickness. And then see, you have a smooth bevel along the glass edge. You just look at it and go, this looks like a lot of effort. And even with a couple little flea nips or something, like on some points, people are going to collect it. They're going to want it. I mean, there's about 20 different companies it could be, but when you see these feet, you see the thickness, you see the quality and the etching. I mean, I can tell you the different companies, but if you're not looking at investing a whole bunch of money, I mean, pick it up. It's a gamble. You can't lose.
I did, Harry. I need to take pictures and send them to you. This is this right here. What do you think? What? I lost it. Crystal will ring, Elizabeth said. Anything will ring if you put water in it and you rub your finger around it and you ding it and stuff like that. It does, just because it rings doesn't mean it's good crystal.
Yeah, that's very true.
Does that make sense? Because I see hey Jake Yakov.
Hi Yakov. I was gonna say Butterfly asked about how much would this be worth? Well,
okay. Well, let me help you with that. Let me help you with that.
Okay.
There you go.
Tell them, Johnny, what is it worth?
Tell them, Vanna, hold your bowl up.
Oh no, Johnny, what are they gonna win?
Let's see. These are what people are asking. What are they getting? Just depends on the piece. This person right here, because they auctioned it, more than likely started it at 99 cents. And 99. This is where you want to go if you want to find some pieces, you guys.
Yeah, to resell.
Anything.
Now see, look, you've got your Steuben right there. Now look, if you want to blow that up with the Steuben and the feet.
Are you talking about this?
The one above it. $76. Look at the feet. Steuben is the most bland looking stuff, but it's ridiculous what rich people will pay for it. And we have a lot of those people around here that they buy the clear.
Are you guys seeing this that I haven't blown up yet?
No, it's not showing yet.
Okay,
Noel.
Okay, hang on. I don't know why it's doing that. How about now?
Nope, that's just us.
Okay, hang on. I don't know why it does that when I click onto something. It's not, it's probably me, obviously. You know, we know.
Hey, you're better at tech than me.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And so, people can see the curved feet. They got to learn these curved feet in any way, shape, or form applied like this. You got to learn applied versus molded. It's real easy to learn. You just got to start really looking with glass. Things that are applied mean effort and money. Molded, not so much. This rose bowl, for whoever asked.
Oh, look.
It's about an $80 piece.
Love you all. Bye, Bub. I love ya.
I was just informed by somebody in the basement that Aqua Girl has a question.
Am I still there with you guys? Because I'm like,
yes.
I don't know where I went.
Annette, yes. There are student pieces that are not signed. And there's catalogs, there's books, and the shapes are really easy to recognize. If you find a piece of Steuben that it's very tiny and it'll be etched around one of the legs and it'll just look like somebody scratched a name. But there's a lot that are not signed. And that's where at estate sales you can get great deals.
Okay, I'm going to let you answer Carl's question here. Was it already explained to how to tell if something has been applied? Are you talking? We haven't talked about any of that kind of stuff yet, Carl, that I know of. Do you have any, like something like this that's been applied? Is that what you're talking about? Transfer wear. That's basically kind of what that is. Transfer wear. I'm going to put you big and I'm going to run into the other room here real quick. I'll be right back.
For too long.
I won't. You got all these wonderful people here. Nobody's going to be nasty to you.
All right. As far as the applied thing, I mean, that's something you need to learn. And it's not to be scary. Once you learn to recognize it, it's just second hat. Okay, like this is actually a Victorian child's cup. And the reason you know that it's a child's cup is the 3 feet, so the little kid didn't tip it over. But this is an applied handle. I'm trying to get this. As you can see how it's all squishied and real pretty, like cake icing. And then the swirl up and then, gosh darn it, and then applied there. And you just learn applied. Like this was a molded piece. Like, see, there's
Go from your,
believe
remember how I told you, go from your nose to your camera?
my nose to my camera. Yeah. Well,
No.
okay.
There you go.
See
No.
that is the old man of the North. And it's a common Victorian theme.
There you go. There you go. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's old man of the North, and he like is blowing wind. You'll find it on chairs. I got a chair upstairs with that. But that is a molded piece, but then applied handle. So let's see. I thought I had something else.
See, Camelus says, "Don't worry about being left alone because he's there with you." Aww.
He knew I was really nervous about this. He must be done gaming for the night.
Jake, are we still on for, let's see, tomorrow? Because you haven't put anything out, dude. So I'm just checking with you. That is one fancy cut. You're not drinking Lipton tea out of that. You're drinking Earl Grey.
Well, and that's the thing about these being applied. You can see that it's attached in a bloop, for a bloop and then swirl. It's not molded like, the old man of the North. Molded, it's, even. Anything that's applied is going to have a smoothness to it.
Do you see this? I want you to see this because I told you this many times. We're all ordinary people just like you. No need to be nervous.
Oh, Danica.
Well, apparently Emily just told me I'm far from ordinary, so just wanted to put that out there. But we know she's not talking on the normal side.
Well, thank you, Yakov. Jake, it'd be nice you rewatch it. I don't know if we're interesting, but we're trying. I mean, this is a...
Robert, you crack me up. You are plushy royalty.
Plushy royalty.
Harry, I hope you're still here because I went and got something that you want to see. You look for Baccarat bottles and that's it.
Yeah. Elizabeth, that is kind of a good way to, to set your mind that if it's a little sharp and like, yeah, the old man, the mold
like
lines,
that,
it is
Like
sharp.
the tail on that rooster that I was showing you guys that was so rough.
But the applied is as smooth can be.
Mike said you have great knowledge of glass. The attached versus molded aspect is an expert's tip. Thank you. Thanks, Vanna. You're you know so much. I'm so happy about you. Okay, Harry, are you still here? Because if you're not here, I'm not showing you what you wanted to see.
Thank you, Mike.
If you are here, then I'm going to show a couple of things that Harry wants to see. Are you
Annette? Yeah, really? The seams with molded.
The seams, yeah. Trying to think if I have anything right here that is molded, and I don't.
Well, here I've got another piece of Fenton, and this is desirable Fenton. My curio is feeling a little raped.
Let's go with Ravage.
Ravage, yes.
Either way, it's more romantic. It's more romantic. The Ravaged, There you go. Whatever.
This is one of the most popular Fenton colors there are. It's the cranberry, and this is optic, cranberry optic. Jamie, get off.
You nice.
But this is cranberry optic, and they have the applied handle. See? And there's no seams. It's like a hot bit of glass was put here, and then they pull it down. And if you go to the Fenton factory, well, they used to be able to, you could watch them do this and apply it. Now, see, even though this is a 1970s Fenton, it's not marked because the sticker has come off. But you got to learn the style, the way the top looks, the applied bits, the optic, the color. You know, you just got to learn the quality when you see it, you know, because you can't go by, oh, I'll only buy things that are marked. Because if you're doing that, you are passing up a lot of money and some really rare things in a lot of cases. See, Beth likes cranberry.
It's really, really popular. The cranberries and the pinks, the pink depression. Some people call it peach, but it's not really peach depression. It's pink. There's a huge difference.
Yeah, and I had my Cambridge book. It was supposed to be here to show. Oh, wait, here it is.
Good, because I got a piece that we need to look up in that book. And I have a Cambridge book too. I just haven't.
No, this is extremely rare. And the reason is I bought this at a Cambridge employees estate sale. And I have never been able to find, well, I haven't looked in a long time, but I never was able to find it. And not only does it have the beautiful bits, but look at this, Noel. The Cambridge Glass Value Guide from the Collectors Society is inside, which is a big old nice pamphlet. We can only imagine 1978. It was $2. And this shows the original price of them when purchased and gives all the numbers. But what I love so much about this that you just don't get in so many books. Remember, I was telling you something's either Cambridge, Fostoria, or whatever. You know, you get all the shapes, and they're done so beautifully that there's no question what you're looking at. Like, you know, the etched, which I love. I personally own.
I want a purple amethyst depression, Danica.
No, see, no, the different etched patterns. This is by far the best book I've ever seen that shows them. The only thing is you don't see everything in the pink and the green and whatever. But this is everything. That's the Portia pattern. I'm not reading things.
Elizabeth, I'm always fancy. Why? I hire people to hold my hair back while I hurl. Just got to have class. Who cares if it's all low? Because Danica got something that made her feel fancy.
Well, good. Every girl should have something that makes them feel fancy. That's my entire bedroom.
There you go.
But, I mean, this is by far, you learn the body shapes.
Okay,
and that's
you ready?
What's important. You learn the body shapes of everything. Like here, I brought one. You know, you just see this at an estate sale. Yeah, you know I like that one. You know I like that one. I would love it. But where am I going to put it? 9 cats, whatever.
It's going to cost $20 million to ship it.
No, I take the crystals off and wrap them individually. Anyways, but like, see, this is a Cambridge. You just learn the body type.
Right.
This is probably Caprice, which is also my salt and my
I'm going to take this piece off and I'm going to wrap it individually. And I will wrap these in tissue paper and then I will lay it flat and I will bubble wrap these. But I'm not taking the crystals off and wrapping each individually. Are you freaking nuts? Cashew.
Here's one of my etched dishes. This is also, I think this one's Fostoria, actually. But see, it's so hard to be able to figure out the patterns. But what you do is focus on to figure out what the pattern is to identify it in a book. What I found years ago is focus at the ones that are the main plate. See, like this medallion.
And if you're going to Google Lens that, you need to put that on a solid background, whether it's black or something, and you need to get a close-up picture of it Screw getting a picture of the whole dish, bowl, whatever. What you want is a picture of that.
There you go, Elizabeth.
Wine.
There you go. You're welcome, Carl. I feel bad that I can't really watch the chat so much and do this. I mean, this is my first time, Noel and I conspiring.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I have not listed this because I can't find any markings on it. Now, we're fairly certain that it is Cambridge. It is heavier than I'll get out. It is.
I know how much that weighs.
It is dusty as heck because it's been sitting for what? Has it been a month and a half since I bought it, I think? I don't know. And
around that.
Something I noticed with this one, and I think it's on purpose, is right here. And it freaked me out because I think I put them on. You notice it's missing a crystal? Well, it really isn't.
Oh, you can buy replacement crystals.
It's not missing a crystal.
Upstairs.
Be quiet for a minute. It's not missing a crystal. If it had that crystal there, it wouldn't hang. That crystal would hit here. Both of these, two of these, this one and this one are both missing that crystal. Do you know what I'm saying? And I had them on wrong. And I noticed it on this one. And I was like, I know they're letting me have it in the chat. Let me have it, you guys. I'm sorry, Lissa. I love you. She'll slap me later, you guys.
Send me a solid snapshot of that and I'll find it for you.
I will.
That's a 1920s formal centerpiece.
Or it looks really good on a baby grand piano, which is exactly what I bought this off of.
Really?
These are
beveled.
I don't know how well you can see that. So they're triangular.
No, they're beveled crystals.
Right. And then the ends, let's see.
Oh no, there used to be a restaurant when I was a little girl that had those up above.
It's definitely been around. It's got some nicks and okay, so this is another thing I wanted to talk about. When people talk about nicks, chips, flaws, flea bites, whatever. A flea bite is something that you're going to more see. This, I don't know how well you can see it. Can you see those little tiny ones?
Yeah.
Those are flea bites.
Showing the flea bites.
Is a chip. Can you see it right there on the end? Maybe if I hold it this way. It's kind of hard to...
But it's acceptable in certain types of things. And you can always replace the crystals.
You can always replace these. And the thing with this is, unless you're like, you're not going to see it.
Right.
This one is probably more, let's see. You can see that one right there.
But really when you're looking at it as a whole.
What that is you put that in the back. So that nobody sees that piece. Oh. She won't sell the dangle thing, Danica. What do you guys, what did I miss? All right, I see a museum in your future, bling, yep. Lissa, the candle holder, is that Art Nouveau 1900s? Lissa's candle holder, is that what you're asking, Danica?
What, this? No, this is 1930s Cambridge. They would always be, you would always get a pair and there would be a console dish that you would buy and they were frequently wedding gifts. And you would always have them on your formal table. This is what you would use when you're having a formal dining. There would be one of these at each end. And then if anybody remembers Noel's upsy downsy like looking bowl that she was like, I don't know which way it goes. That would be a center console bowl that you would put flowers in. or fruit. Generally, it was flowers at the time period that these were produced. I mean, I've grown up around this stuff. When I was a kid, all the auctions, it was glass or pottery, glass or pottery. I mean, so you learned all about it.
Am I still buffering?
Not to me. Gina says we're dangling the carrot over her head. I don't know what I'm missing.
Gina wants that candelabra that I have.
I saw it first. I told you that. Where am I gonna put it? Where am I gonna put it in my Kleenex box? Well, I'd like to show something that most people wouldn't think is being collectible. Can I?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Now there's different levels of this, I guess, would be the best way to say it. Now, perfume bottles on their own. Yes, I know. You said by my nose. Perfume bottles are collectible all in their own right. And no, I have not polished this, but I think you can see that there's sterling silver overlay. And this, I mean, it polishes up gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
Oh, I love it. It's mine. But this was a popular edition in the 20s. And it was very expensive to do the silver overlay. But then they started doing a cheaper version in the 1940s and 50s. And you'll frequently find, this is important. You'll frequently find.
Same with the gold.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The sterling silver, though, when they would do that like 50th anniversary, and that's where you're probably going with that, those plates, it would be like 50th anniversary and blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants those. They're beautiful, and it is the same stuff, but you can't sell those. Nobody wants them. 50th anniversary, 25th anniversary, the silver anniversary, the gold anniversary. But when you have the original ones that are just an ornate Art Nouveau kind of pattern of silver over the heavy glass. And this is heavy. This is very heavy. With the dauber, this is sellable. This sterling silver overlay.
You said dauber.
Well, yeah, it's called a dauber. Dauber. What am I missing? Is there a joke that I'm totally stupid about?
You're missing absolutely nothing. I'm just teasing you.
Okay.
I'm because you are really doing good. And I think you are feeling more comfortable and less anxious because you're talking about things that you really, really like. And you know what you need to do. If you know what you need to do, if that's what you want to do, because do we know if Harry's still in here? Did anybody see Harry say goodnight? Because I've got some stuff last week. That's kind of, I think you're doing great.
Well, I just wanted to show, this is the top to the, my Latticino Murano little thingy.
That is so true, Mike. When you see an item and it says it's collectible, yeah, it's probably not.
Learn when you see goobly gop that looks like this, and especially, especially if you see gold flecks in it, grab it. You're probably looking at Murano. I mean, like 99% of the time, you're looking at vintage Murano. I've run into this jar numerous times at estate sales, and they usually sell for under $10.
I like that technical goobly-gop term. Can somebody make a hashtag for that?
Done! I'm done! No, I'm not. No. Quit.
He's gonna be.
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna beat me, you guys.
Well, we've been on an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm
all right. I'm gonna show
everybody.
I'm gonna show one more piece of glass
Okay.
I talked about to Lissa. And what I'm going to show 2 pieces. First, I'm going to hang on a second. I'm going back into my eBay. Just give me a minute. And I'm going to share a piece that I have listed. And I found this by accident, as we will find a lot of things by accident. I know that this style of mid-century modern swag lamp is huge, right? They've been huge for a while. Okay. So I did a shit ton of research on this. I even got a hold of why is this not I reached out to Yvonne Thrifty Rich because she knows a lot about this particular kind of glass. And okay, so this is my listing, and I am going to show you it, and then I want to show you and talk about something. Why isn't this working? Share screen.
Oh, Elizabeth has a question that I'd like to answer when we got a chance.
Where is she here?
Oh, those swag lamps. Oh.
Okay, answer Elizabeth's question. I'm wondering, did you put the silver on the glass?
Or blow the glass into the silver form? The silver was applied afterwards like paint, like a paintbrush. It was thickly applied and then heat treated a second time after the glass.
Right. Okay. So this is a vintage 1970. Obviously, I'm reading the title, but you guys can see it. 1974 Nemo, Italy, peach amber frosted circles, mid-century modern. And I put Eames in there because if you don't know who Eames is, he was a huge mid-century modern architect, designer, you name it.
Those are magic keywords. Eames era.
If you don't know what an Eames style chair is, I honest to God, suggest you guys type that into search, Google, whatever, and you pull that up and you study Eames and you know Eames, because if you know Eames, then you will know money. Eames style, mid-century modern. Look at this. This is just gorgeous. I saw this this is a company that I was trying to look and see how it was that I knew. Somewhere on here it's marked, and I know I put a picture of it. Right there. Nemo, 1974 yeah. I know it's kind of hard to see, and I don't know if I got another one. Patent pending. It's easier to see before I try to blow it up for you guys, but that does say 1974. So Nemo glass is actually, and this is another thing to talk about, you guys, is just because something says Murano or Noritake or Limoges, that's not a brand. Limoges is a city in France. Noritake is a city in Japan. Murano is, I believe, well, it's a city in Italy, but I believe it's an island. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Region in Italy, yeah.
Okay. Nemo glass is made near Murano glass in the same general area by somebody who worked for the original Murano area in the original what's set up. And it's very unknown. The people that know about it. And I've had many watchers on this and offers. Okay, give me a minute, Harry, and I'll show you those things. Anyway, after I did all my research on this and I priced it, and I'll sit on that sucker because if nobody wants to buy it, I'll keep it for myself. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's huge. It's about that big around. I paid $35. I paid $35 for it. Yep. Okay, so while I was doing research on it, this is the only thing on eBay that came up. Now, I've removed the wiring from this because it's got to be replaced, and I just haven't gotten it. So this is also Nemo. Oh, hang on a second here.
You know, the only thing that's missing is being in a den with red leather and a bullfighter. And, you know, are you remembering the late 60s, early 70s with that decor?
I love this thing. And it was so gross when I got it. I've scrubbed it. I've cleaned it. I took all the old wiring out. All I need to do is get a new lamp kit and run the wiring through here and up and attach it. It's super easy. YouTube University will show you how to do it if you don't know how to. Can't get those swag lamps at any price. Never cared for them. That's okay. To each their own, right? Shag carpet. Yep. Get the lawnmower out and shorten the carpet up. Anyway.
Like burn wall sconces. Yep.
So
Gina knows it.
There is a certain name to this design. And let me just tell you something. These things go for bank. So I see this when I'm doing, because it's this lady knew what she had. She talked about Nemo glass. She talked about the whole thing, the island. I'd already researched it enough that I knew this, right? She had it listed for $49 or $50. I offered her $39.99. She snatched that offer up like it was gold. And it was funny because in her description, she said, this will be professionally, I will have this, take this to the UPS store and have it professionally packaged. And I could tell you right now, she didn't. Danica, what did she
right,
or didn't
Danica.
she? Wait a minute. Where's Danica?
She remembers the carpet too.
She did not. She did not. But it got to me good. So she didn't get it. So anyway, I have not got this one listed because honestly, I should be able to sell this one right here for about $150. And on, you know, you just don't see this stuff. And Danica says,
no, not anymore. I mean, in the 90s, you could pick it up all over the place, but it just disappeared.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you what Harry wants to see. So I went and had my second shot Saturday, and I went to an estate sale that was nearby, and I walked up and they had these 3 huge Rubbermaid totes and another one underneath right when I walked in, and I could see these. And I was like, oh, insulators. I took 3 pictures and I text messaged them to Harry, and he's like, he's right on it. He was sitting on his phone. I'm telling you right now. And he says, oh, those Mickey Mouse ones. So I for some reason, my phone was not allowing me to call him, Instagram call him. And so I had sent, I don't want to share this anymore. What am I doing? Remove. I want
You're
to
the
do
tech
this.
person. You're the tech person.
Okay. Well, I'm about as tech as you can get it. So he answers me back real quick. He goes, get the Mickey Mouse ears. And I'm like, well, what do you consider a Mickey Mouse ear, right? Anyway, pretty soon I texted him my phone number. So he calls me. So we're talking and I'm kind of going through them. And then I said, I'll take some more pictures and send them to you. So this is a Mickey Mouse ears. Now, and this one has threads in it, but this one was the prettiest one that they had. And it's probably the only one that doesn't have a flaw. And so pretty soon, Harry calls me. He got through. He was able to call me. So we sat there and talked, and I kind of picked stuff through the bin. I think I ended up getting about 15 of them. I love this one too, and it's hard to show you because it has like almost a luster on it. Harry might
now that's ceramic, right? It's a
these are porcelain ceramic.
It's like
they're porcelain. Okay, but wait for it. This one's not as exciting, but this one didn't have any major flaws except for this. Now, what Harry told me was he doesn't mess with most of them if he can't. He said the Mickey Mouse ears were big. Stupid question. Why are some threaded and some not? Harry, can you answer that, please?
I just remember climbing up old telephone or the old poles and knocking them down and selling them at the flea market.
And I got this one, which isn't really worth much of anything either. This is just what the lines run through, and it's a weight. But look at that sheen on it.
Porcelain like that are the ceramic ones. Those are really desirable.
Okay, I'm about to blow Harry out of the water because he hasn't seen this one. So the guy that was running the estate sale, I just had gotten off the phone. Multicolor situation, and I think it's bang bang. I agree with you, Harry. The guy that was running the sale.
I've never seen one that nice.
So the guy that was running the sale. So there's another gal and I looking through there, and she knows what I wanted. And I go, well, I said, did you want anything out of the hair? And she goes, no, you haven't looked through there yet. And I go, that's okay. And she goes, no, you're buying these first. She goes, I was listening to your conversation. She goes, I'm just buying these. I'm going to drill holes and make a decoration out of them. She goes, so I don't care if they have a few chips in them. And I'm just tempting Harry with this one. I did get, and I'm having a really hard time finding them actually. Here, Harry, here's another one. Thomas, it says on it. And it has threads. And this one has, I think this is the only other one that doesn't have any major flaws on it. So this one and this one do not have any flaws on them.
Where did you get those, Noel?
I got them at an estate sale last weekend.
For free? The Noel price?
I got them for $1 a piece, but wait, there's more.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
There's more. So the guy comes back and he says, because there's always a story. I always have a story. Yeah. Okay, so he comes back and he goes, those are worth a lot of money. And I turn around, the gal that had been listening to Harry and I talking, she looks at me and I just turned around and I go, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, they're what I paid for them, and no.
He just goes, and I said, he goes, those are really old and rare. And I said, and somebody threw them in here like they were a pile of rocks and busted them all up, and they're all busted and chipped. And I said, there's only a few in here anymore that are worth a lot of money. And he goes, you don't know what you're talking about. And I go, no, but the guy that I just got off the phone with on camera looking at all of these does, and that's why I called him. And then he shut up. Anyway, so, but so then he goes, well, I have more over here. These are the good ones. They were green glass. They were chipped. They were broken. They were not good ones. I've seen a million of those in my life. And then he had some other ones. But Harry, look at this one. This is, I'm going to tell you, I did the research on this. This is from a telegraph pole, and it's from 1950s. It's marked and dated in London.
Connor, get down.
I don't know how well you can see that. Made in England, and it says 1950 right there. It is 4.5 inches tall, and it is not got any threading in it, but this is an original railroad telegraph insulator from London, and he wanted $10 for it. And I told him, because I had already looked it up, I said, I'll pay your $10 for it. And I said, do you want to know how much this one's worth? And he goes, yeah, pay the $10 first. And then you can tell me how much.
At least he was good like that. Give me
He
the
was
money,
really
that made
nice.
me feel bad.
He was actually a really cool guy. But they like, when you do estate sales, you get to the point where you know certain things about certain things, and you get to know more and more and more, but you don't really. Anyway, I'm on another insulator planet, Elizabeth. Anyway, there you go, Harry. Those are the ones I got with your help, and I really what is this? Oh my God, it's a
you know what? I kind of saw that too and was just like, well, I mean, hey, it's collectible.
Okay, I worked in the healthcare for I don't know how many years, and if you guys have seen a penis that looks like this, you're in trouble.
You're not supposed to say it out loud, not on YouTube.
I can say whatever the hell I want. This is my channel.
Well, yes.
Barry, I've been on the naughty list most of my life, and ever since you've known me. What? Wait a minute. How come
I get put on the naughty list? I've been behaving.
This calls for some music. Danica's not here. Dang it, Danica. Just give me a minute, because I'm old and it takes time. Yeah,
right. You're old, then I'm old.
Lissa, do you know Barry Thrifty Santa?
No, I do not.
Well, you need to go look
I've
him
never
up.
seen Thrifty Santa. That just sounds like a whole lot of interesting movies.
What?
That's what I got to say to you, Barry.
For the love of lords. Yo, what's up?
You believe the Mickey Mouse ear one, or very, very desirable, especially the first one? Yeah, I think so. And it's funny because, hang on, Danica. That requires more clicks on other.
Plan a field trip to Washington. Yeah. Right? I can't believe the stuff she gets. That's crazy.
Danica, you should be at the top of my list, but obviously I have not talked to you today, or I didn't talk to you today. Where are you? There you are.
I like Yvette. Hey, Yvette, I worked in a nursing home, and I saw some things that, let me just say, they're called the greatest generation for a reason.
I worked in a Naughty After Dark show. You find some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. Come on. I'm trying to get Carl to come on down from Canada. Dude, I never once have seen a penis that looked like that after 70 years working in the healthcare industry. So I'm just saying. Now, that doesn't mean anything, because whatever. You have a great night too, Harry. Thank you so much. And you guys keep in mind, all of us are on Instagram. Lissa is on Instagram also. I will post her Instagram link down below in the chat.
We think I am.
Cameron and Danica, you guys both have links if you want to come in. Those salt shakers shaped like that. Yes, they do. Also, the mid-century, the wood salt and pepper shaker mills. Those are artistic license. I don't care. Or you mean for getting? If you knew how much stuff Danica and I played on my, I'm not. Yeah, your brother lives in Eugene. That's not very far away, Mike. And there are some things. There you go. There are some things you just can't unsee. Speaking of that, boom!
What do we got going on?
Just can't unsee.
Yo, what's up? It's a Danica in the house.
Speaking of that, Danica, you gotta mute you.
Yo, what's up? It's a Danica in the house.
Speaking of that, Danica, you gotta mute you.
Sorry for the echo. She is having way too much fun there.
Oh, heavens. I have to see if I followed you on Instagram. Yes, you do, Yvette, because you're missing my sandwiches of the day.
And they are fabulous recipes.
And today,
everybody should know.
Let me just show you what today's sandwich was.
Oh, I like the one out of the Elvis book.
Which one was that? Oh, the banana bread?
Yeah. That crazy card wants to know what they walked into.
Today's sandwich is the vegetable
I didn't get to see that yet.
Vegetable sandwich. And as always, if you need the recipe, feel free to DM me. Yesterday's sandwich was the PBJ.
Cameron's being naughty.
The day before, the egg sandwich.
For $1 today. What, the outfit with the tag on it, Danica?
Cucumber sandwich.
Yeah, that cucumber sandwich is so many things I don't want to say.
You guys are always welcome to change the recipe. Okay? All right. Just putting that out there for you.
Just a little bit.
Somebody told me that if I marketed my PBJ as deconstructed, I could charge an extra $5 for it. It's all, and I'm going to end on this note. It's all in the title and the keywords that you use. All right, you guys.
That's not everything.
Lissa,
yeah.
Thank you so much. You survived. You did great. We all had fun. There was a couple of trolls in here that we let have their little whatever, and we're all good. And what do you guys think?
That bad.
Do we want to do another? Let's talk about this next week. Shall we continue this on? And next week we'll talk about maybe we'll talk
26
about
people weigh in.
We were up to 36 there at one point in time. Next week we can talk about maybe about pottery.
Well, that'd be the second thing that I grew up with. I don't have so much of the pottery around the house, but I sure know an awful lot about it.
Listings. Oh, nice. Anyway,
well,
so
people are weighing in.
Okay, you guys, and as you know, there are a lot of other people out there that know a lot of stuff. So Lissa and I will be calling on some of yous to come in and chit chat with us about things and bring things to show. So
just tell Camulus that's not funny. He doesn't understand. You don't say anything about trolling.
Well, he's
apparently
saying
he's done with his name.
He's saying it in a different way. He's trolling as in watching. So that's okay. Well, you know, you can grow that in a pottery pot. Okay. Oh, somebody needs to say hi and bye.
There's a little Mr. Dran. Hi, Dran.
Tell everybody Gina's in here, and
it's
Carol,
like 9 o'clock. You got to be getting to bed.
Danica's up here again. Yep, I think he's got bedtime in about 40 minutes.
40.
It's 9:11. What time is your bedtime? So 60 minus 11. Can you do that? You can't. Not right now. Too tired. I know you can, but you probably don't want to, huh? So tell everybody good night.
Night.
Tell them to have a great rest of the week.
Have a great day.
And
I think he's too tired to even. Can he make it back to the house?
Your toe hurts. What'd you do?
I tripped on the slide.
You want me to step on the other toe so that toe quits hurting?
No.
Oh man, I never get to have any fun, you guys.
I tripped on the slide and it scraped my toe.
What a grandma.
Good night, bud. I love you.
Graham.
Oh, bedtime got his attention real quick. That is correct. It's so funny because he goes to bed, and if he can't sleep, he lays in his bed and just sings and sings and sings and sings.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
So anyway, all right, you guys. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. I will put.
Really, thank you.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We love you. You're a hit. I'm going to put Lissa's information in the chat. And eventually, we're going to go back and forth on her channel because we need to get her some traction going on her channel.
Oh,
so
no pressure.
When you are ready, hey, I said eventually when you are ready. So don't freak out. Don't freak out. Just like Annette said, we're all regular people, just like you. Just like you.
Oh,
we all have
Look what Camulus is doing. He's being Jennifer Hayes. You.
I need. Wait a minute. I need to fix this. Now you can drop
Hustles. We wanted you to show up.
Hey,
what about
Lynn? How is it that you weren't? That's all right. I thought I got everybody. Yvette. Good night, Yvette. And I don't even think I said hi to you. Hi, Yvette. Good night, Yvette. Love you. Wow.
Hello. Goodbye. Wonderful.
All right, you guys. Love you. Have a great rest of the week. There's lots of go watch Cameron and Paul Philly Flipper tomorrow on Paul's channel. They have an auction going. So there you go. I did my little woohoo for somebody. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, everybody, for coming by. We really appreciate it. Hope you learned something.
Don't touch anything.